Good morning, people. This is Chef Olive, Kitchen on Fire. I am in my studio. This is where I shoot all my videos and I do all my virtual classes. Um, I have another kitchen in the back, a big kitchen in Oakland right now, big kitchen over there. I have another kitchen in Berkeley, so we have two kitchens for in-person. This is my virtual studio, and I want to show you how to cook with little things like those burners, very basic stuff, right? Basic stuff. I can cook with that, a lot of stuff. Small oven. It's not a small, but it's a smaller oven than in a big kitchen. So you learn how to cook with those small tools. So it's not the tools that make you a chef. It's the knowledge that we're going to bring to you. Cool? All right. All right. I got a beautiful stuff. So you know that where we live, we have awesome markets, right? And I wanted to show you a bunch of zucchinis because, I go to my place and I see all this beautiful stuff. So those are zucchinis. All these guys are zucchinis. Pretty cool, huh? Look at how pretty they are. Wow. So this is what I get. I get some really, really cool stuff. To buy zucchinis, you want to make sure they're firm at the ends. Just like the cucumbers. They have to be firm. This is very firm. That's a beautiful, beautiful zucchini. Then I got tomatoes. Those are also zucchinis. That's called sunburst. Pretty cool, huh? I got my bell pepper, beautiful stuff, my tomatoes, some celery, onion, garlic, and sausages. I go to my butcher. I love sausage. So I love this thing. This is quality sausage. See, the thing is this. I go to my butcher. Yeah, it's going to cost me maybe $1 or $2 more pound. This is what's important. Okay? I want to eat the good sausage. The guy is going to make that. Because there's good fat in there and I want it. All right, let's start by, I'm just going to cut the onion quickly. Meanwhile, because we don't have a lot of time, I'm going to start cooking here. Now, let me show you my chicken stock, just so you can see what I'm talking about here. See that? That's actually a gel. I can pick it up with my spoon as a block. That's chicken stock for you. You see that? That's real chicken stock. I know you guys don't have time to make it. I understand completely. But this is super healthy. It's like a superfood. It's gelatinous. It moves like this. Okay? The one you buy in the store, the light one is not great. But you can do is you can get a really good, there's a few brands. And in California, there's one that's, I think the guy's name is Poulet or Roti is my friend of Switzerland. And he makes a really good stock, Lisa, that you can buy at Berkeley Bowl. I'm sure you can find it around. That's really good. Okay. All right. To cook those things, I don't need a lot of. This is very easy, right, guys? It's kind of like my mom's cooking here. She just shoves stuff in there and that's it. So we're going to start with the meat to render that fat. I got really good sausage. So that fat that's going to render is super healthy for me. I'm going to put a little oil, cook it on medium, low. I'm going to use olive oil because that's an Italian soup. And I'm not going to burn it. So here we go. That's my pan. We're going to go on medium. Wait until it's hot. Okay? Now, the deal here is I can't put my olive oil in there and burn it. So I'm going to wait for that to be hot, a couple of minutes. Then I'm going to put a bunch of oil, like a tablespoon or two, it's fine. And sausage go right at the same time. So olive oil pristine. The fat that's going to render from the sausage is going to mix. Really good for me because I like such saturated fat. That's me. And then we're going to start cutting our veggies right after that. So I'm going to go. It's almost. It takes a minute or two. That's it. Okay, cool. Getting warm. Getting hot. When it's too hot, remove your hand. That's what I do. Here we go. Ready? Boom. Boom. That's it. And it starts to sizzle gently. Perfect. I'm going to get that. Leave them alone. Okay? Just leave them alone. Now, if I had more sausages, I would not put all at the same time. I put some and then sear them in batches. I like to sear them to get more flavor. You don't have to. You can just dump everything in there. This is an easy recipe. If you don't want to work too much, my mom, she comes home, she has a half an hour, 20 minutes.
she's just going to put that all in there with a little liquid and cook it until it's done. So don't worry too much about the steps. If you don't want to do too much work, dump it in there. The braising, it's a little bit of liquid. Stew, more liquid. Soup, even more liquid. You see, the same thing. Alrighty then. Now, the noise needs to be gentle. Okay, so you see that? Wow. I'm getting some browning. Very gentle, right? Medium low. I'm going to go on medium low. And so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to start cutting stuff. Okay? All right. Let's cut the onion and let's get all the veggies. Boom. The onion, I'm going to do my very easy cut, usual, right? Boom. You can use your knife to peel the onion if it sticks too much, huh? You guys. Whoa, that's a hard one to peel. In. Next. Yep. Ooh. Let's do garlic. You already seen that, guys. I'm just going to go quick. One more for fun. Done. Yeah. That's right. Eat good food. That's the tip. Great, done. Okay. I don't need to mix it like crazy. This is good enough. It's going to be a braise, so don't have to worry too much. All right. I'm going to put that with my onion today. Okay. Yes. I don't. All right. You see the little color? I have some browning. That's flavor. Ooh, nice. I don't care if they're cooked or not. This is not the goal right now. We're going to cook them later. Don't worry about it. I have a slotted spoon so I can keep my fat in there. Okay? And then I'm going to put my onions. I'm going to cut my veggies and start cooking those. You see that beautiful fat? It's not burnt. It's light color. And plus, I don't have enough anyway, so I'm going to add more. Okay? I need a little more. So, little more oil. Yeah, not a lot of fat. The fat is, and then boom, onion and garlic. Now I'm on medium low, people. Medium low, okay? Look at that. That smells already really good. That's it. Then I'm gonna cut my bell pepper right now. I'm gonna cut my bell pepper, put it in, and then I can take care of my zucchinis. Zucchinis have a lot of water, so I can put them any time. Bell pepper and onion need to cook longer, okay? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let me talk about the onions. You were asking about the onions. Like Lisa said, you can use anything, of course. They're all pretty much the same. The only difference is this. The flatter they are, the sweeter they are. So sweet onion are actually the one that looks like a like an alien ship, right? They're really like this, right? The core are close to each other. That's sweet. So whatever color doesn't matter. Those are the sweet. The bigger they are, the less sweet they are. Good. All right, I'm done with my bell pepper. So I'm just going to dump that in there. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Look at that. So cool. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. I'm going to put the bell pepper with it. Not the zucchinis, okay? It's too early for the zucchinis. I need the hard veggies first, which I'm going to do right now. And then that's it. And really that's the most... And celery goes in now. And that's it. So I'm going to keep doing my celery. You see how it started to cook, so I don't have to wait for the end. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so now I'm just going to cook that for a while. I like them to be a little bit soft. Maybe 10 minutes. Cool? Again, guys, if you don't have time and if you don't want to deal with it, just dump it in there. I'm sorry, it will work. Some vegetable will be a little bit overcooked. No big deal at all. Seriously. All right. So, stock will not go in because I'm trying to flavor the dish. If I was not wanting to work, I would put my stock, tomatoes, everything. Okay? All right, let's cut the zucchinis. So we're going to do I'm going to show you a quick cut. Ready? This guy. Boom. One more. Right. See that? Woo! And now you have your cubes. Much easier. That's how my mom cuts. Boom. So I'm putting way more zucchini than the recipe calls because I wanted to use different type. All right. Not a big deal because it's going to cook all together. And I might put a little more chicken stock, that's all. Cool? I am. All right, zucchini done. That's a lot of zucchinis, huh? I know. That's okay. And then my tomatoes. And then we're going to check this guy out. That looks really good. It's getting soft and beautiful, right? You see that? I'm going to put a big pinch of salt. There we go. Big pinch of salt. I'm going to put more salt after, you guys. But as you guys know, I'm using really good salt, right? Let's put some the zucchini in there, right? Boom! See that? Super cool, huh? It's almost like, so this is how we eat in Provence, by the way. South of France, Mediterranean food. That's Mediterranean food right there. Now, when I was looking at some of the Mediterranean food, people say they eat only veggies. That's not true at all. But anyway, French people like their meat. All right, see that's happening? Now I'm going to put a big teaspoon of salt again, right? It's a lot of food here. I'm going to cook. It's like, when I was in Provence, also, I work in restaurant, people. So I can tell you, I get inputs from the customer, right? And if I serve something, so I work in Aix-en-Provence, Marseille, Nice, right? If the dish doesn't have a big piece of meat in there, there's a revolution. So I don't know who, what? It's meat and vegetables, garlic, olive oil, herbs, that's what, right? Giuseppe, thank you, man. Every time I'm like, whoa. All right, so I'm just going to cutting my tomatoes. I'm going to show you how to finish that braise. So the trick is You remember that the flavors, that's the flavor, right? Remember that, huh? That's the good stuff. Ooh, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Now my veggies are really beautiful. So let me put my sausage back with the juice, huh? Whoa. Wow, that looks better already, right? Looks better already. And then I'm gonna put the thyme in there. Basil will go at the end. Now, again, I work in Aix-en-Provence, right? We do not put teaspoons of thyme or tablespoon. We put all this, okay? We'll not mess around with the thyme, man. Yeah, go in there. Bye-bye. Okay, and I'm going to put a lot of basil. And then if I parsley, a lot of parsley. Okay, lots of everything. Right, Giuseppe? Tomatoes goes in. Whoa. Yeah. Yep. So I keep adding time. All right, people. Now look. What was that? How long? When did I start? 15 minutes ago? What was that? 15 minutes ago, right? So I am faster than you guys on the cutting. Yes. Okay? But that is it. That's pretty cool, right? So now I'm going to put my chicken stock, my tomato paste, spices if I need to, mix all, add my liquid, and braise. That's how you braise. Little liquid, so my super chicken stock. And look how thick that is. Whoa. Oh, that's right. See? And I'm going to close the lid. If I want to keep the juice, and I don't have to, I can just, leave it open. Since I'm using zucchinis and tomato, people, you don't need to put the lid because there's a lot of liquid are going to be released. If you want something a little more liquidy, to use it if you want rice or something, then put the lid on. Okay, how much stock? I put about half a cup, and I tell you why. I'm using more zucchinis, right? And that chicken stock I'm using is really important for me. And one of the most important molecules in the world, it's called glycine. Glycine is something that you want to start thinking about. It's your skin, literally. It's literally that. That's what it is. And I can only get it from food. So that's my chicken stock. That's glycine. Glycine has 3-methyl group. It can give methyl group. It's one of the most important structural amino acid. It's everywhere. So let's keep eating that, right? So that is why I'm going to put my chicken stock more because, for example, I know Lisa loves collagen. So this is my collagen, right? This is it. Wow. I can tell you that looks pretty good. Look at that. So beautiful. And then all you have to wait is for the zucchinis to be a little bit tender. That's about 10 to 15 minutes away. You're done. Dinner's done. You have food for the rest of the week. You can add your rice if you want on the side. You can have roasted potatoes a little bit. A little bit of starch is not a big deal, guys. It's just when you put too much of that. That's all. Okay? And you don't even need anything. You can eat more of that, right? So I'm going to taste it. All right, basil. I found beautiful basil yesterday at the market. I just bought so much basil. What I like to do when my mom cooks that type of food, she's going to always start with bacon. She cooks it very, very gentle, so all the good fat comes in. And then she's going to put the sausage. Then remove everything, keep that beautiful fat in there, put the veggies, and then put that back in there. Okay? So let me cut the basil, and then I have a lot of basil to cut. So normally, to cut basil, you take one leaf or a couple of leaves, and you go like this, right? I showed you that. It's called chiffonade. right? You can do that. Now, I have a lot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them flat like this. And I'm going to go and look how much my knife travels. This is important. I don't want to chop the garlic. I don't want to, I want to slice because I don't want the basil to be black. Right? Pretty cool, huh? That smells so good. Oh my God. And those are molecules that goes in my bloodstream right now. So I'm healing because all these oils, look at that. That's how much basil I'm going to put. Oh yeah. Basil goes at the end when I'm done. But when it's done, basil go in. Okay? So I'm going to leave that aside. And I need, what else goes in there? It's a Parmesan. All right, Parmesan. So let me show you a cool trick. Let's see, this is an old piece of Parmesan, okay, really old, super hard. It's the skin. So look what I'm going to do. That goes right in there. Woo! Yeah, put it in there. Okay, that's the crust or the rind. Put that in there, all right? And I'm going to put some Parmesan also on the top. So I'm going to reduce my heat. It's a little hot, but my heat is really small, really low. I'm on really low right now. So don't worry too much about that thing. Okay, it's going very well. It smells really good. There's plenty of liquid. That's a braise. If I don't have enough liquid, I'll put the lid on. If I have enough liquid like I have now, I'm just going to leave the lid out. So the only thing I'm waiting for is the zucchinis. So it's going to take another 5 minutes. If I want the tomatoes to completely melt down, then I'm going to cook it for another 15, 20 minutes. And then all the vegetables are going to be all mixed up exactly like a ratatouille. It's pretty much what it is. Okay? Just like a ratatouille. And then you serve that and you're done. So when you're done, I like to use a whole lemon after. My basil goes in, I'm going to squeeze a whole lemon in there to give more vitamins, lots of flavors. And you know what you can do also? You can put a little sherry or sherry vinegar. Okay? Sherry vinegar, really good. Gives you a lot of good flavor. This is a nice sherry, right? Amontillado. You can do sherry vinegar, more of an acidic flavor. Really good. Just like a couple of teaspoons, guys. You don't need a lot. You just need a couple of teaspoons just to give that really awesome flavor. All right, so I'm done. I can cook it more, but I don't need to. Lisa, we're done, right? Okay, so here, as she said, as you can remove this or not. I don't care. Like, see, you can remove it or not. For me, I don't care. Perfect. And then off, basil. All the basil. Woo! Oh my God, that smells. Usually when you serve in a French table or Europe or Italy or whatever, it's all in there. There's no extra stuff except for Parmesan, which I'm going to put right now. And I'm going to go straight in there and put a lot of Parmesan, right? And that's it. Pretty cool. Great. Wow. You guys, do you think that looks good or what? And don't forget the palm. You can do palm first. Then you can squeeze your lemon when you serve. Bye, Giuseppe. Thank you, man. Yeah, good memories, right? Bye.